Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your bi-weekly general reading, which I am going to now change to a general reading for the remainder of February. So we're going from February 7th to the 28th. Since these readings take like an hour long, I think that's probably how I'm going to do it from now on. I'm going to do these bi-weeklies and I'm going to flip it and make it generals for the month. So here we go. Same tarot decks as the last bi-weekly. I will go over them again, however. We've got the Chris Wilder Goddess Tarot deck, the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck, Megan Watterson's, by Elena Fairchild. This is Megan Watterson's Divine Feminine Oracle cards. Then Colette Baron reads Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Crystal Reading Cards by Rochelle Sharman. What's her name? Oh goodness. Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Angela Hartfield's Whispers of Love. And Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler deck. I'm going to leave the romance cards for last. Alright. If you haven't checked already, please see your February monthly love reading. It's already posted. If you're going to watch the entire video, which I would love, then just stay tuned because it's going to be linked at the end of this video. Alright, let's get started with Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. I'd like to just make a request that this reading be a positive one. The last Scorpio reading was a big bummer for I think most Scorpios. Almost all Scorpios, perhaps except for one. So this time, can we get a positive reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Having said that, I will take whatever message that needs to be read. So can we get a positive reading, hopefully, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th? Or the message for who needs it most? This is for Scorpio. In the form of a Celtic cross, please. I'm going to end the shuffle. Usually I like one card to pop out to signal the end of the shuffle, but it has not. Too many for Scorpio. There, I'm going to take it. On the bottom we have 5 of Staves, 5 of Wands, Conflict. Situation, we've got 6 of Cups, challenged by the King of Wands. Consciously, we've got the Princess of Cups, which is like the Knight of Cups. Foundation, we've got the 9 of Cups, recent past, the 5 of Pentacles, recent future, Queen of Cups, beautiful. You right now, 9 of Wands. Around you, the Emperor or the Empress. Here it says Power with Goddess Freya. Hopes and fears, 10 of Cups. Outcome, love, Venus, perfect. So this is a positive Scorpio reading for someone who needs to hear it. Excellent. All right. So let's get right into it. The 6 of Cups in the middle is a situation speaking to some kind of reunion or feeling of nostalgia for times that have already been passed. This is about reunions with people from your hometown, from your community, from your school. This is about someone you already know. It's also related to family reunions as well and happy childhood memories. All right. Challenged by the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is the challenge here. The King of Wands is someone who could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is someone who's an older person, very outgoing, dynamic, could be a married person's energy. It could be a father figure, but this is someone who is very confident, has mastered the ability to create in the material world. Now, this is the idea person, a visionary, someone who is able to take his ideas and manifest them in a real way in the material world. So, successful, down to earth, rugged kind of, like a more of a, I don't know how to put this, like a hot-blooded kind of building empires type of person's energies. Also someone who's creative. It's in the challenge position. So this could be a reunion with someone like this. That's the challenge, or that there's a reunion that's being blocked by someone like this. All right, consciously you got the Princess of Cups, which is like the Knight of Cups. So in your mind, this is the card of being a romantic dreamer, someone who is sensitive, loving, romantic, emotionally, you know, confident. Someone in this deck, they're drinking from the cup, so they're actually really enjoying what life has to offer, what love has to offer. They're enjoying being in their feelings. So in the conscious here, this could also speak to an offering of love to someone that you've been considering giving, or thinking about an offer that you've been given. At the foundation, you've got 9 of Cups. You're hoping for the 10 of Cups. You've got 9 of Cups at the foundation. So this is your dream come true. A lot of cups here, a lot of love here, a lot of relationship energy. So you got the 9 of Cups as the wish card. This is whatever is your secret desire, and it's fitting that it should be in the foundation here, in your kind of subconscious, hidden feelings kind of area, positioning. So this is someone that you've been dreaming about, wishing for. And it's just directly crowning this. So there it is. You're wishing for a reunion with this person, okay? You want to send out a message to this person, whether it be a phone call, reach out, letter, something to let this person know. And from the Knight here with the Princess of Cups drinking from the cup, I feel like she's really enjoying, or you're really enjoying this whole thing, this whole process. You're really just sipping from that cup of life and enjoying this. Recent past, you got 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is about lack, kind of financial, spiritual, faith, trust, a lack of faith, lack of funds. This is about either feeling left out in the cold or being left out in the cold. This is also a card for me for rebellion and conflict. 2 5s. There is conflict, definitely. It could be here with, I'm just going to take a quick peek right at the bottom of the deck, which is the 5 of Staves, 5 of Wands, and you see 5 females all looking the same, fighting. This is about inner conflict that manifests in the form of insecurity, doubting yourself, thinking you're not good enough, these kind of energies. Why? Because there's a lack of faith, possibly because of a lack of funds. Maybe your financial situation is limited, so right now you're feeling like you can't approach somebody like this unless you have everything in order. Could be that that person is extremely successful because they're the King of Wands, and you're feeling like you haven't established yourself yet. You're not there on the same level, let's say career-wise or financially, with this person. So it's led to insecurity and self-doubt. This card is the also the card of when traditionally in the tarot you see the church, and then you see 2 people outside of the church and their back is turned to the church. The church representing institutions. It could be the church, or it could be marriage, relationships, law, whatever. Something where you don't feel like you're down with what that institution stands for, and so you purposely go the hard route out in the cold with the snow falling down, and it's better to be free than to be in an oppressive situation in an institution that you don't believe in. So it could also be something like that. That was the recent energy of the energy of the recent past. Now, because there's so many cups, in love and romance, this 5 of Pentacles speaks to a lack of faith and trust in relationships. So you could have been in the recent past just going out for fun, meeting people that aren't committed, just like you're not committed. Okay. Recent future, you got Queen of Cups. This is an amazing card. Recent future, you've got this lady who is very psychic, intuitive. And this is someone who is a healer type of person, an older woman, very sensitive, artistic, older, established, loving. As I said, deeply psychic and intuitive, healer type, like a therapist, maybe a someone spiritual, someone who looks for deep meaning in life, looking for the deep truths in life. And this is also someone who is possibly in love, okay? You right now, you've got 9 of Wands. This is more about this lack of faith kind of energy, just like this 5 of Pentacles. Now, the 9 of Wands speaks to being the wounded warrior. This woman is there with a wand guarding her territory. She is vigilant. She is constantly watching to make sure, because she feels some kind of threat, some kind of tension in the air, that something's about to pop off and threaten her peace, or the peace of her family or her life or whatever, those close to her. So this is her being very guarded. Now, in love and romance, this could be someone who's got barriers up, who's closed off, who's defensive because of past experiences, so they don't want to be receptive and open. So they're very guarded and they're defensive. Now, around you, you've got this Power card. This is a major arcana card, as is this Love card. So this is fate. Everything else here is free will. And the fate card comes in the outcome. Now, this is for Scorpio. So we know that, you know, the Lover's card is not representing Gemini or anything. So I think this is really, truly, I see earth energy here. So maybe you're dealing with someone who's got earth energy in their cards, or fire. The water sign, I'm assuming, is you with the cups. Okay, so the power here, this is Goddess Freya, and it represents the Emperor, traditionally in the tarot. This is all about being in control, being in power, having leadership. Just because it's Goddess Freya as well, speaks to some change coming in, some kind of movement. This is around you. It feels like someone's coming in towards you, or you're ready to go somewhere. The Emperor is just speaking to someone who is a boss, a major arcana card, major male, strong male Aries influence as well. Could be an Aries. Could be an Aries. Because when you see Emperor, traditionally, and this is Goddess Freya with the Power card, but it's really traditionally the Emperor card in the tarot. And you see the King of Wands, which is another male, patriarchal kind of strong male energy with double amplified by the wands, fire energy. So it could be an Aries that you're dealing with. Then you've got the hopes and fears. You're hoping for the whole happily ever after, you know, 10 cups, having the perfect happily ever after, whatever that may be to you. Traditionally, it would probably be something like marriage, kids, pets, everyone being healthy and happy, doing well, land, a home, that kind of deal. So it doesn't have to be precisely just like that, but this is the 10 of Cups, wishing for the 10 of Cups, hoping for the 10 of Cups. Right now, you feel like you've gotten a dream come true in the subconscious, this person, okay? In the outcome is love. It says, this is the Lover's card, number 6 in the major arcana, represented by the sign of Gemini. But they've chosen to depict the Lover's card instead of depicting the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve and Angel Raphael. They've picked Venus to represent love. And Venus is ruled over by Taurus. So, there's love. So let's find out more with Oracle cards. This is, you know what I'm going to do first. I'm going to peek on the bottom quickly. This is 5 of Wands, conflict, right? Self-doubt, insecurity, thinking you're not good enough. Let's see where this goes. Queen of Swords, divorcee, single woman, single mother energy. Balance. This is temperance. Goddess Yamanya. Temperance is speaking to being in alignment, being in balance. Whatever you've been doing too much of or too little of that's been throwing your life off track is the need to take stock of what's been going on and to make sure that you restore balance into your life. Empress, fertility. This is Etzanatzlehi, and this is the Navajo corn goddess, but she's representing the Empress, who represents Taurus, beauty, love, fertility, like the goddess Venus here. And then more movement, which is very similar to this power card, which is the Chariot here. Change, travel, 10 of Pentacles, the happily ever after. So it looks like it's a happily ever after. It's not a Cups happily ever after. It's a 10 of Pentacles happily ever after. That's great though, because 10 of Pentacles has deep roots. You know, this is the kind where you leave a legacy. 10 of Cups is the kind where you're just happy. You don't care about all the frills. You just want to be happy with the person you're with and make a family with them. And that's fantastic. That's completion of the Cups, you know. But they have Pentacles, this kind of energy where you leave legacy and you have responsibilities, not just for yourself, but for your tribe, for your community, for the world at large. So it's a bigger picture kind of thinking as well. It's beautiful. All right. Nice, Scorpio. I'm so glad we got a positive read for you guys. All right, let's pick one Wild Kuan Yin Oracle card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. Whoa, 2 cards. I'm not doing 2 cards. I'll tell you right now. I'll read it to you though. Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom, and White Mantra, Mother protects. This is one of the baddest cards in this entire deck. This is where I know this because I pulled this card for myself. So I love this card, and it just says that no matter what you're up against, that you are invincible. Whether it be black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, curses, Wiccan, occult, blah, blah, whatever, whether it be, you know, academia or intellectuals or whatever comes for you. It's saying, because of how good you are, because of your spiritual evolution and where you've reached, you know, in your ascension spiritually, you're untouchable. Because you're the kind of person where you could have someone torture you for years and bother you and prick you and be annoying, but this is a card of protection where it's going, it doesn't matter what happens, because you're the kind of person who can not only handle conflict, and you have the capacity to handle all that kind of negativity, but you also are that kind of person that you can even wish for good things for those people and pray for those people. To, you know, have compassion for those people. Like, yeah, you guys are doing it because you're not happy. Your life sucks. I get it. You know, I might be angry when I see it, but eventually I just feel sorry for you. And I'll pray for your, you know, for you to do better next time. That kind of thing. This is quite potent, this card. It's like the most potent card in this entire deck. So I think maybe because of that, I'm going to leave it. Okay? It's the baddest card in the deck. Congratulations, because every time I see it, it makes me happy. So I'm going to keep this, okay? I already know this card, so I already explained it to you. This one I will read to you, because this one I don't know by heart. Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom. I'm familiar with it, but I don't want to just summarize when I don't remember everything. So I'll read that one. On the bottom you have Sisters of the Spring Swallow, good fortune granted. Beautiful. I always like to take a peek on the bottom. So we're going to pick the Wild Kuan Yin. And it says number 39. They look opened right to there. My goodness. All right. Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom. I take delight in life, particularly life that is unexpected, where new life springs from old, and that which seems to have ended is resurrected into new form. I am bringing you a resurrection now. That which may seem to have ended will yet yield something of value, something of benefit for your life journey and divine success. Keep your heart open and remain in the present moment so you can enjoy the gifts that will soon be resting in the palms of your hands. Keep your heart open because right now you're blocked, but you will be. Look at you, Queen of Cups in the recent future. Okay, so it's saying, in a reading, do not step away from what you are cultivating, even if it seems to have lost its steam, run out of energy, or be utterly dead in the water. There is something within that you have been working on that is going to yield something of great benefit. There will be much more success, prosperity, happiness, and maturing of your ultimate life goals and journey in tending to what is already in development than in abandoning it completely to pursue something new. If you have been thinking about repurposing or repackaging a helpful concept or product, then this oracle confirms that this will bring prosperity. Likewise, for any business that is about utilizing what has been used and discarded, or anything related to older members of society or about death and dying, or even for gardening with an emphasis on fertilizer and composting, the oracle supports all such pursuits as being successful and aligned with the heavens' greater purpose in your life. If you are looking to go back and pick up an old project, even something you thought was completed, and revise it, redesign, or otherwise improve upon it, trust your intuition and go through with that process. If you or a loved one are progressing in years and have unpleasant moments of worrying that the best of life is behind you, that perhaps your dreams are not meant to be, or that love will pass you by, have faith. The best is yet to come. It sure is. I'll read you just a little short snippet of this white mantra Mother protects, just so you know how hard this card is. Okay. It says, okay, the protection that is conferred by the white mantra Mother is absolute. She is known as white because of her purity, which cannot be tainted by any degree of ignorance, clumsiness, fear, hate, or evil. It is just not possible. She has been exposed to every type of darkness possible, and still her purity of heart, willingness to forgive, and even to bless, has raised her to a level of empowered love that cannot be overcome by any force, by any trickery, by any deception or doubt. No matter how intelligent or powerful any form of darkness may seem, hers is an indwelling light that is inextinguishable, an unconditional trust in the power of love on all levels that is unshakable. Trust in her, for she cannot be overcome. And it's saying, in a reading, put your mind in the light of the divine. You are protected. Release any fear of being tainted or damaged by the energy of others. The purity of your spirit cannot be harmed. Whatever has been bothering you, allow it to do so no more. Divine protection and intervention is here for you now. Your trust empowers it to work wonders in your world. You are growing spiritually to the point of being able to offer protection to others. It happens through being able to hold a center of energy within, stable enough not to be dislodged or compromised by the fears or doubts of others. Your faith remains true even in the face of another's doubts. You are becoming a stabilizing presence of love, light, and divine power upon the earth. You are helping others more than you perhaps realize, and certainly many of whom you have never met, who are on their own paths trying to stabilize their hearts and minds into a place of loving serenity and wisdom. Negativity will not triumph in you or your world. If you are worried about a loved one who seems to be traveling along a path that is going to offer them nothing but struggle and suffering, and despite your best intentions to guide them, they persist still, you are asked to hand over your concerns to the Divine Mother with absolute faith. Okay, so this is the card underlying here, right? With the doubts, the inner conflict. All right, let's get one Divine Feminine Oracle card from Megan Watterson. Love this deck. This is all goddesses from all over the world. It's diverse and inclusive. Let's see what goddess has a message for you, Scorpio. Looks like you're a healer type. That's what it looks like. Because you don't just get those cards by accident. All right. This is for Scorpio. There. Oh, damn, Scorpio. This is my favorite My favorite lady, Green Tara. Yeshitogyo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so Green Tara's here. That's what you got. And on the bottom you got Lady Goddess Yeshitogyo, Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. She was someone who was born, and she was a consort of Guru Padmasambhava, who was a major Buddhist enlightened deity. This goddess over here, Yeshitogyo, she was very beautiful. She had a tough life, and when she finally got onto the path of Dharma, Buddhism, under the guidance of Guru Padmasambhava, then she gained enlightenment. She became a master in her own right, and she was a fully enlightened Buddha. And she helped many people, performed many miracles. And I've read her life story. It's quite amazing. So there's one card. And it's saying here, embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. She was very beautiful, though, and she had a rough time of it because people wanted to just, you know, scoop her up against her will. Okay. But the one on top was Goddess Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Green Tara is a protectress. She is a fully enlightened Buddha. She's found in the Hindu pantheon. She's also found in Buddhism. No surprise because they're so linked. I put the goddess up here for a second and put her here. And there's 21 Taras. They all come in different colors and they have different functions in their manifestations to help with different things. For example, White Tara, which is very common in other decks like Doreen Virtue's Goddess deck, Goddess Oracle deck. It's about motherhood and helping those who are mothers, or, you know, to deal with kind of that feminine energy in that way. Green Tara is kind of a younger aspect of Tara. She's someone who's more playful, very quick to protect, probably one of the most popular Buddhist deities. So let's talk about Green Tara. 113. Okay. When your soul selects her card, over here, Green Tara is the sacred nudge to get moving, to do what it is your soul compels you to do. Don't sit with an idea or a project any longer. Take action on it. Don't think about a friend who keeps coming into your heart. Go bring her dark chocolate or send her a love letter. Don't wait to express your love to someone. You've needed to. Go now, tell the truth. Let your feet be moved by what has been caged within you. Let your wisdom shift into inspired action. Tara is the message that the time for action is now. There's nothing to wait for and no person you need to become before doing what you've come here to do. Start small. Let the soul lead, not the ego. It's not the grandeur of the gesture or effort. It's the amount of love something is done with that ever matters. There are so many injustices in the world, so much suffering, that it's easy to get stuck in the molasses of helplessness. The brilliant Burmese diplomat Aung San Suu Kyi says, if you're feeling helpless, help someone. Green Tara is about aligning what moves us to tears with compassionate action. She's the push to do something, anything, that might alleviate the suffering of others. In the process of taking action with love and from love, we also liberate ourselves. So the soul voice meditation is, what does my soul want me to take action on right now? The intention, my soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Beautiful. Thank you, Goddess Green Tara. Thank you, Goddess Yeshitogyo. Love them. Next, let's pull a Colette Baron Reid Wisdom of the Oracle card. This is for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th, please. There's 3 messages here in addition to the general Oracle message. There's a protection message, and there's a relationship message, and there is a career and finance kind of prosperity message. Sometimes the thing is, one will say go for it, and then the protection message will be like, oh no, hells no, don't do it. So I'm going to read you all 3, and you see where this goes. I feel like the one that should resonate for you is either career the prosperity or the relationship. I don't, well, the protection too. You know why? Because White Mantra Mother protects. You know, you get that when you get opposition in what you're trying to do. This is it. Ah, a leg up. Beautiful. This is for networking and asking for help if you need it, or giving help, okay? So I'm going to put this over here. On the bottom, we've got Higher Power. Beautiful. Look at that card. I've never seen it, not once, since I got this deck. Higher Power. All right. So let's read a leg up. Number 34. Essential meanings is receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. So you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optional for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. The relationship message. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. The prosperity message is, now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go to help you get there. 2. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in your prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in a position where you just can't do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring on those who can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so you can take steps towards your big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time, so long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. The protection message. Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good for you. Have a lesson to learn. For you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. So I feel like also with the Green Tara card, and I'll show you real quick because I have her in another deck, and it says to delegate authority in that deck as well. See, this is the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. Gotta look at it. I know the Green Tara is in here as well, and it says some. There it is, Green Tara. See, this is the Doreen Virtue deck, Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, which I use as well. It says, ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Start delegating. Okay? So these are the two depictions of Green Tara. I mean, this is more traditional, right? These look a little bit too sexy, a little bit like too, I don't know. But, you know, they're cool still. I like both. So it's saying to ask for help, especially with this leg up. I'm going to put it here just so it reminds you, okay, that these are both kind of cards of saying you are protected spiritually. I think you're doing spiritual work as well, right? Or you need this kind of protection because of this conflict here with some people who are doubting you or possibly causing conflict in that way, leaving you feeling defensive, okay? Saying to stay open. There's this kind of left out in the cold card here. Take that however it resonates for you. But generally speaking, when I see cards like Green Tara on top and Yishitogil on the bottom, you know, and this card and leg up, it's all about needing to be able to tell people. I mean, I understand when you do things on your own, you don't want to tell people, you don't want to be vulnerable, and you don't want to ask for help, but it says you know, it's so easy. You just ask for it. Even if you don't want to ask publicly and you want to do, you know, prayers, meditation to your own, to whoever you believe in, whatever your faith is, someone you feel is strong enough to help you, do it. It will help. Play the YouTube videos, find their mantras or their prayers, play them when you go to sleep, play them when you wake up in the morning. Clean heart. And it helps. All right, so I'm going to get one crystal oracle card for you. This will give you a crystal that you can work with for February 7th to the 28th for protection and for manifesting your best life. But most importantly, it will give you information about what chakra you need to heal right now or work on. What chakra you're going to maybe even need to, you know, pump up a little bit to amplify how you perform. For example, if you're a speaker, public speaker, then you get something like aquamarine for heart healing and communication, throat chakra healing as well. So this will give you a crystal as well as a chakra that needs healing to work with. And even if you don't have the crystal, I mean, I from my heart, I suggest you buy crystals. Just start small. It just costs a few bucks. And when you can, put them out in moonlight at night, even if you don't want to time it for the new moon or the full moon. Put some intentions on there, what you want to get rid of, what you want to bring into your life. If you can, put it out on the earth, you know, out on the grass, in soil, something like that. Really helps. And then you take that back the next day and you work with it. So this will give you that. And if you don't want to buy a crystal, and you want to do the, you know, just something convenient, just Google it, look for a picture, and just do some quiet breathing exercise and meditation, looking at that, focusing on the chakra that you're supposed to be healing. All right, so I'm done. My spiel. There, that's it. Did you see that? Did you see that? Tanzanite, clarity. Beautiful. See how it works. Isn't that wonderful? Right when I'm done talking, it's like, oops. Pink tourmaline. Forgiveness. Straightforward. But let's read about this one. Tanzanite clarity. It is related to the third eye chakra. Okay, so right in your forehead, between your eyebrows, a little bit above, between your eyes, a little bit above, you know, your eyes, in the middle of your forehead, that's where your third eye chakra is. It's a range of translucent to opaque purplish blues. This is called tanzanite, and its point is for clarity. Okay, because I feel like you're not having clarity because of this and this, causing you to doubt yourself. Okay, because people are like talking shit and saying like, you know, you're not this or you're not that or whatever, and it's you're watching too much of that, paying too much heed to that. So this will give you clarity. It's saying this tanzanite penetrates deeply into your psyche, awakening intuition and spiritual sight on a very deep level. Place this crystal on your third eye and breathe this potent medicine into your chakra. It's time to see clearly and feel a sense of clarity in your world. Now, the crystal meaning opens you to your spiritual wisdom, and sharing this knowledge from the heart opens and activates the third eye chakra, enhancing clarity, vision, and imagination, assists in communicating with higher aspects of self, creating a deep knowing and wisdom, allows you to see with clarity. It says you've called this powerful card into your existence today to share with you that the essence of clarity is now upon you. Clarity can bring many blessings, allowing you to see deeply into situations and experiences and receive direction, wisdom, and knowledge. If you've been feeling a sense of confusion and have not been able to see through the fog of the mind, knowing that this is the time that it's coming to an end and clarity is here. Tanzanite is shining its medicine into your third eye. Open and receive this powerful energy. Feel it opening your chakra and bathing you in its essence of clarity. It is time to see clearly into situations that may have been clouding your judgment as you connect deeply with your own intuition and guidance. All right. There's that beautiful crystal. Thank you. Now let's go on to our adventurous deck here with the Sacred Traveler. Always makes me happy and excited to see what's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th, please. On the bottom, got transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. The one we read is in the one on top. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Okay. Number, it's alphabetical order. It says card meaning, release what doesn't support you. A busy life and the accumulation of more than you need creates static. Clear internal and external clutter. Do what matters and release the rest to find peace, grace, and stillness. Simplify your life, otherwise it's difficult to hear the voice of the Creator. Create time to rest and rejuvenate. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, on the journey we often gather things that don't support us. It's time to say goodbye to fellow travelers, situations, and objects that don't bring out the best in you. Keep what works and let go of the rest. Doing what is essential and releasing everything else is one of the fastest ways to align with the tranquil vibration of the spiritual realm. Clear things from your schedule that do not advance your life forward. Even a small amount of this cleansing can make an immense difference. Okay, so it's talking about clearing clutter. Kind of like this Ace of Swords energy where you just cut off things that no longer serve you. Okay, now let's pull the romance cards. Last two oracle cards. This is Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels. And that's so quick right there. Okay. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I think so. Congratulations, Scorpio. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. What did I say? What did I say about this? Five of Pentacles in the recent past? Lack of faith, lack of funds, lack of trust. And that's why I said in love and romance, you're dealing in a way with people who couldn't commit because you couldn't commit because of this kind of lack. Right? And you change into this Queen of Cups because of this reunion with this King of Wands. I'm sensing it's a fire energy for sure, okay? Like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm feeling that it's Aries though because you got the Emperor as well. And it's Five of Wands. This is I said internal conflict, self-doubt. Right? Insecurity, thinking you're not good enough. This is the card, okay? Scorpio, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. It's not all like a lovey-dovey definition. I'll read it to you because there's lots of soulmates. And it will specify that as well. But obviously, you know, we take it for the most obvious kind of definition. Because we have so many love cards here. That would be easy to do, right? So we'll put that right there next to the love, Venus. Beautiful. So soulmate, everyone's gonna, I already see this. The last two readings have been so awesome as well. They're gonna be like, what the hell? These are rigged. I haven't had such positive readings in a row for you guys. You know, there's always a few people who are doing really well and some who are not. But so far it's been excellent. Like happily ever after for Sagittarius. And before that it was, oh frick, who was it? I forgot. They were good too. Okay, so it says, yes, this is your soulmate. You chose this card because you wonder, and I'll hold it up, if a certain person is your soulmate, and the answer is yes. As we all do, you have many soulmates, beings with whom you share a mystical soul connection and life path. Soulmates incarnate with the plan of coming together for mutual spiritual and personal growth. As you suspected, the person you're inquiring about is one of yours. That sense of familiarity and comfort you felt when you first met also indicates your soulmate bond. This card sometimes comes to those who ask, when will I meet my soulmate, or will I ever meet my soulmate, as validation that this will occur. Many times this is a person whom you already know. Although romantic sparks didn't fly at first, you'll have another opportunity to explore passion together. Did you hear that? It says, although romantic sparks didn't fly at first, you'll have another opportunity to explore passion together. And that means this Six of Cups, we're talking about reunions, people you already know, you know, happy childhood memories, nostalgia, someone from your hometown, from your school, from whatever, your community, someone you already know, reunion. Hi Scorpio, I'm just going to have to chop back in here. What happened was I finished your reading. I did the last oracle card. It was I love you. I swear. Okay, and then I noticed when I was done my spiel, my phone was turned off because I ran out of storage because I didn't delete my videos from yesterday because I'm a genius. So just so you don't think I'm trying to hustle you, okay, I'm going to do this again. This is the card that was on the bottom. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. And this is the one you got on top. I love you. These are very important words. But I'm going to do it again. Last card, please. The phone turned off. Can we please do this again? One more card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th, please. It would be cool if we could get the I love you card again, but even if we can't, what do they need to hear? The good news is I thought that the phone shut off a long time ago. When I saw how many videos were still stored on there, I was horrified. I'm like, oh my God, have I been talking for like 30 minutes and this has not been recording? How much did I miss? Do I have to do the whole thing again? And then I noticed it was just the last card. No big whoop. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, I'm going to stop the shuffle there. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. So that's the card we have now, okay? On the bottom, slow down. When you're excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. All right. So let's read this one now, number 40. It says, make sure you aren't dwelling on things that have passed and no longer exist. Everyone has a past that has helped to shape who they are. This history cannot be erased. Accept the past and look forward to a future. Set goals, dream big, and create together. By doing this, you will eliminate the prospect of visiting the past. Having a goal helps us to focus on what is important. So that was your card. But, you know, guys, I wouldn't lie to you, Scorpio. You did get that I love you card. I'll read it too, okay? The I love you card. Where the heck was it? Nine, I think it was. I'll read it to you too. So the I love you card that you saw was, no, that was slow down. I am trying to go extra here. Number 20, page 35. That was the card that popped out at first. It says, whether you say this to a pet, a friend, your partner, or yourself, these are the most important words you can say. Don't hold these words in like it will take away the importance. Be willing to say, I love you often and freely. And that was your real final ending to your reading. Okay, Scorpio? Wonderful read. I really enjoyed it. It was such a beautiful, positive reading. So different from the other ones. I feel like the people are changing up in here and like the energies are changing. It's much more positive. So thank you, and check in for your monthly love reading. It's already posted. The links will be at the end of this video for February. February's monthly love reading is posted. Please do check that out. As well, check out my tarot hauls. There's 2 of them, Tarot Haul 1 and 2, where I show how to cleanse a tarot deck that's been used. I got 1 used deck. I got a whole bunch of new decks. And I bought some crystals and other little goodies. So please do check that out. It's fun to watch. And stay tuned for your love readings coming up. I'm going to do a special Valentine's love reading for everybody, all the signs. So until next time, love you guys. Take care. Bye.